Hey, Miranda. What's up? Oh, look, we can see the squiggly squiggles outside. She has her own quarters. Wait, yeah, this is what it's called, right? No, it's just the office. Her... Oh, okay. Hey.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
So most people believe Cerberus is evil. Even though I just talked to the way I talked to the cook, he made it sound as if they were just...
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
They keep saying the same sentence, the same word, and I just now realized it might actually be a hint. The advancement of the human race. Now, you can figure it's just a way of saying, humans to need nice. I want nice humans for niceness for humans. But they could also, all I'm saying is the Master in Fallout 1 also wanted the advancement of the human race, and yeah.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
You're privately funded. That's who keeps it in check. Those are the nobodies that you mentioned are those who keep Cerberus in check. The private funding people.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Yes.
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
So they mean, by political, they mean diplomatical. Which does explain how political was used before in the game, and also was used very often in the first game. Because that question, are you military or political, that doesn't make sense. Because you can only be military if you are political. Otherwise, you are bellicose. Or, at least bellicose would be a term. You are just bellicose, rather than military being the political bellicose force. Either way.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Absolutely not.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
The not saint. The not saint. They couldn't have a better advocate than the not saint. I mean, she's just a mouthpiece, but...
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Extensive genetic modification. I assume she's genetically engineered from birth? Because if your genes change... No, yeah, if you have genetic modification after you grow, there's a lot of things, you know, if your genes change, you can actually, you know, the new cells will reflect those genes. But if your genes change, like genetic therapy is not a be-all and all. It's not quite... The genes are just controllers, really, rather than, like, for example, your brain cells that last for your entire life. They will never be affected by your genes. They were affected by your genes when you formed them, but not after. Although genes could kill your brain cells. Although, theoretically, genes could make new brain cells if you had new genes that allowed you to make new brain cells. So, yeah. It's just weird that she says genetic modifications when in reality it's just bio modifications, I think.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Pretty impressive.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
With her abilities of living longer and... what?
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
That's a surprisingly important dialogue in her characterization. And we don't dwell too much on it. That's interesting. Let's keep that in the back of our minds for when we learn more about her. So this is the main battery here.
The gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
I think these guys talk every, like once every time you visit the Normandy. They have a new dialogue.
What's this area of the ship?
The sickbay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
And we have Dr. Shakwas in the AI core. Oh, what are we going to need to get to the AI core?
Access to the AI core is restricted.
We're not going to need anything. Man.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Oh, don't worry. If the economy in this game is anything like the one in the first game, I'm not going to spend any money ever. So, yeah, I can spend it on quest items.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's no ethical dealings with Cerberus.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
This reminds me, actually. Joker mentioned that most of the crew survived, but Presley didn't. There were other people who didn't die. We saw them not die, or who didn't survive. We saw them not survive in the cutscenes. We just don't mention them. It's just like, oh, they were taking care of the engines. It doesn't matter.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Find Brandy. We'll do that. Maybe. And Paragon. I don't like getting Paragon points. Hopefully it's not going to be like in the first game where me mixing and matching gets me not to have maximum points. I want to have maximum points. Engineering. We have a scholar. Let's see what we have in the Codex then.
The Systems Alliance UT-47 drop shuttle landing craft holds 12 soldiers in a cramped, uncomfortable cargo bay and 2 more in the cockpit. Officially named the Kodiak, the drop shuttle is better known to Alliance Marines as the Combat Cockroach due to its appearance and durability. The vehicle's robust environmental sealant technology exposes few vulnerable parts to the elements. First tested in the sulfuric acid clouds and extreme temperatures of Venus, the Kodiak can land in hard vacuum, high pressure, and temperatures from near absolute zero to over 900 degrees Celsius. A true contragravitic vehicle, the Kodiak's substantial Element Zero core allows flight by entirely countering the vehicle's mass. Its small thrusters are for directional control only. So if the mass effect field fails, the vehicle becomes a proverbial 3 million credit coffin. The unarmed shuttle forgoes weaponry space for active masking, electronic countermeasures, and a robust kinetic barrier system, ideal for dropping troops undetected.
It's a proverb, apparently. 3 million credit coffin. Rolls right off the tongue, I'm sure you'll agree. And we also have human diplomatic relations.
A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165 and assumed leadership in 2183, with former Alliance Captain David Anderson presiding. Many species regard humanity as a rogue race, and its 2183 victory following the attack on Eden Prime as a brutal and calculated sacrifice of its military rivals. Humans allegedly leveraged military victory into a political one, carving associate membership out of the violently depopulated Council. Because of the human Spectre Shepard's pivotal role in saving the Council, many analysts conclude several humans will be made candidates for Spectre status, further solidifying the human contribution to galactic peace. By achieving in decades what others waited centuries to receive, especially after so bloody a conflict, humans have guaranteed themselves deep hostility and fear throughout the galaxy.
Nah, don't worry. The rest, well, at least the 3 most powerful races have representatives that have upheld the systems that, you know, achieving things. It's achieving citizenship, basically, is what humans. That's what it amounts to in, you know, taking part of the Council. And over here we have haptive. No, it's not. It's haptic adaptive interface. Which is the good. It's the good interface. It's like a dream in sci-fi. Okay. Port cargoes and whatnot. Hello, Engineer Daniels. Why'd you have stairs? Can I avoid the elevator? I don't think so. And we have Eddie in here as well. Where's Eddie? Edie. Sorry.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. You two think this is all a joke?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Won't happen again, ma'am.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
And we got a Codex update for daddy bags, potentially. Did we actually? No, we did not get any Codex update. We did, however, get Renegade points for being brusque.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
Yeah, where's Edie? Somewhere in here, but this is the EV generator thingy majig. I swear Talia, I think Talia is up there in the first game. Oh, I say Talia, Tali, I believe. Potentially other names that are correct instead of that one. Yeah, where? There you are. That's Edie.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Let's go upstairs then.
No messages for you, Commander.
So how does this work? Kaida Vamori, 0%. Fafar, 0%. Whoa! Okay. What's this all about? Oh, it's the system. I see. Okay. So you need to go to Omega there. It's all over here. Oh, I see. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go into the sun, because of course we are. And let's enter orbit over here, see what this is all about. This is Urdak, close orbiting brown dwarf. Let's see what we have over here. And... oh, the mini game for collecting things. We just hold. Yeah, look at that.
Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
I do like upgrading heavy pistols and armor as well. Yeah, so basically anytime we hear the tick, 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 we're around.
Launching probe.
So, it's pretty straightforward.
Probe away. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Launching probe. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Look at that. A lot of iridium there. It's pretty good over here.
Probe launched.
And now I have 0 probes. And a lot of things over here. Find a fuel depot to purchase probes. What? A fuel depot? So we need to leave orbit. Fuel depot, right there. Oh. And we buy fuel. And we buy probes. Oh, straightforward enough then. I see. So what we're looking for is always going to be, you know, things that are really full of stuff. Not just a little bit. I wonder if it matters, you know, how accurate you are.
Launching probe.
Because it wouldn't make sense for you to, you know, for it to matter. But I don't know. I think we're good here. Let's not go to Omega. So we have a mass relay and we have the Omega 4 relay. Oh, this is a small system. I see. 60%? How come? What do we have over here? It is Imorkan, a standard methane ammonia gas giant. Okay, moderate results here. Okay, that's that. Pretty good. It's 80%. And then we have this little tiny cutesy little thing over here, which is Bindur. If it were closer to Sahrabarik, Bindur would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. And it is a rich planet. How lovely. Well, it's not going to be rich for too much longer. You know what I mean? Oh, it says depleted. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's not depleted. It still has some things, but... Okay, so everything is done. Let's go to Omega. And we need to recruit Archangel and the Professor. Also, you see that over there? Oh yeah, that's just a big meteor. Or no, meteor. They're not meteors. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time there ever was one. I wonder if it is true that it is from every species, because I'm pretty sure there are some species that are really, really new. Humans are definitely a species that are really new to space travel, but I think there's another one, and I don't remember who they are, but I remember learning about them in the first game. Either way, orbital period, 6.9 Earth years, very nice.